Hello and welcome back to BusyWorksBeats.com. I want to imagine if I was in a studio with Tyler the Creator, what would it sound like? So my brain gave me these chords. We have a C minor chord, and then it switches up to E flat. And here we go. And then back down. I'll fix the chords, but I have a general idea, and we're going to convert it. We're going to start in FL Studio, but we're going to go into Suno Studio today to elaborate on the idea. Okay, so I'm going to treat Suno Studio as if it's a session player. So let's first start with the tempo. Tap, tap. Let's right click, tap the tempo in FL. Tap, 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 tap. Somewhere around 101, 102 BPM. So we're playing C sharp right here. This is technically a suspended chord, but I'm not thinking of it that way. Okay, and then we have. And then we got to resolve the chord some type of way. So that's the chord progression I hear in my head. All right, so now we have all this. Let's run this back. So here's where we're going to start coming up with vocal melody ideas. And it's actually best, let's just kind of sing as we go. Now here's the cool thing about Suno is it can make sense of the nonsense that we have in music. And that's the really cool part about Suno is we could just kind of mumble and add lyrics later, especially if we're not the main. I wanna come in you, so tell me it's real, heart in a spill, I want you to know. But in the middle of it, let's don't you love it, shorty. I wanna bring you to you, from the heart to the middle of it. Gonna know that is some doubt, that is some doubt. So now let me do a track with drums. I wanna come in you, so tell me it's real, heart in a spill, I want to know. But in the middle of it, let's don't you love it, shorty. I wanna bring you to you, from the heart to the middle of it. Gonna know that is some doubt. So this is the perfect era for like air drummers and air guitarists to really get in their bag. So let's grab our drums. Now the drums, when you guys generate inside of Suno Studio, these are going to be, you know, some of the most important elements because the drums give everything else its own metronome. Okay, so try to wrap your stuff around your drums. Basically speaking, we're going to drag this in first in this case, and it's going to time stretch. But also too, remember we need to add the manual BPM here in the bottom and type in 100. So no matter what Suno thinks, it's 100 BPM. And if we turn the metronome on, it should line up. Now, if you want to tighten up the audio, you can click over here to tempo and then go to on beat. This will just tighten up some of the groove. Because remember, I beatboxed. But that could also take away some humanness. So we're going to leave it on original just for that small timing differences. Not a huge thing anyway. All right, let's drag in our vocals. So my goal with Suno Studio is to add instruments that I can't normally just play in my studio, like a bass guitar, for example. All right, so is this? Let's drag in the piano. All right, so it turns out I didn't have all the tracks open, so it's 32 bars, not 28. I wanna come in you, so tell me it's real, heart in a spill. I want to know. So we have the original vocals. We want to rename this piano original, and again, we want the word original so that we understand what what has been manipulated and what has not been manipulated. So the original beatbox. I wanna come in you. All right, so that is our music cality added. Let's add a track here. And I like to drag the generated tracks downward so I don't get them confused. And what I want to do here is highlight the exact bars. Let's also put this on loop mode so it keeps on loop. Let's lock this at like 32 bars. And we want to generate a bass line. So let's go to bass. And I'll try different basses. So the first one, we're going to do acoustic bass. And I'll say like jazz so that it has more, they're called half steps in the musicality of it. Okay, so let's create this and let's add another track. And we need some kind of strings. Now, I'm probably going to record my own strings in here, but let's just add some kind of string texture. We're going to put 1970s black soul, okay, as the style to get that really orchestral, lightweight strings that are usually super high pitched. And let's add another track. All right, so as these are printed, we're going to rename these bass. Okay, so just get in the habit of naming stuff or else you're going to print your multi-tracks confused. Okay, and then lastly, let's generate down here. Let's do some background vocals so we can see what it sounds like if we had a group of girls. So let's put female group and let's say harmonies. I don't know, no lyrics. Okay, so it's going to go based off of our main vocal. And this is the power of having that vocal melody. And now what I want to do also is flip this vocal. So let's click on our main vocal. And I believe we can click here and just go to vocals. So I don't know if it has the lyrics. Okay, so it does have some estimated lyrics. Okay, I want to come at you, so tell me it's real. I want to spill. No, that's not what I said. So let's see what we can do here. Let's copy these lyrics in the bottom right. But I think that's how we have to do it because let's just hit recreate and see what happens. It says error recreating the clip, no focused clip. Did I not highlight? Let's do this again. Okay, so now it's going to override our original vocal and add this kind of, as if we were to hire an artist to record on our beats, it would be the same thing. We're just having Suno be the artist in this case. Okay, so let's go through these different takes. I wanna come in you. Also, I want to have these drums done as real drums. I don't know if I like the acoustic bass. It's a little too transient heavy. So I think we're going to swap this out for an electric bass instead. Let's put electric bass, R&B. Sorry, y'all, landscapers are here. So if you hear a bunch of leaf blowers, that's why. Every day, y'all. I'm like, every day do we need leaves blown? Every day. Every day does the grass need to be cut. Every single day. All right, so let's open up these tracks. So here's the vocal, and then it's going to time stretch it. Oh, I forgot to turn the vocals on. Okay, it's weird that it's a girl's vocal, so I probably should have said I want male. I swear the landscaper was here for a good 5 minutes. Y'all, just focused on my house, bro. You know who's going to be a billionaire? The man who invents or the woman who invents a silent landscaping tool called a leaf blower. Silent. Leaf blowers. Make them silent. You're going to be a billionaire. Okay. So now that we're back, a couple things with this one. I generated a vocal, but it was super offbeat. With Suno, generating vocals is one of the, I'll say weak spots, but it's not a weak spot per se. So for example, we need to highlight this vocal and I'll include the drums. Maybe it's because I didn't include the drums because it needs to understand time. Okay, so I might not even do all that. Let's just highlight this area. So let's go to vocals. And you would think that it would reference the actual vocal track, especially when I recreated it using the same exact thing, same exact audio. But for whatever reason, the vocals were like super weird. So let's type in male R&B. Oh my goodness, the landscaper is back, y'all. Hold on. All right, I hear him, but I don't know where he's at. So anyway, what we're gonna do is generate a vocal track and use the same lyrics. Now I'm not sure how Suno goes about knowing what the vocals are. So what I might do is mute the background vocals, even though they sounded pretty good. I'm gonna mute them because I don't want it to be confused looking at the timing of the background vocals. And as you guys saw, I clicked here and I hit recreate, but it gave us an off time vocal that wasn't in time. So I don't know how it calculates the vocal timing, and this is why having drums is important. So let's see. All right, this vocal is very bad quality. It has other instruments in here. So this is gonna run some credits. Basically, what we need to do is click over here, go to extract stems, go to vocals and instrumental. And what it will do is separate the vocal from all that background washiness. Okay. So we have a bunch of credits, but this will cost you credits. That's why I said they still need to refine their like Suno Studio. I'm not criticizing the company because I love the product. I'm just letting you guys know sometimes you will get artifacts in your vocals and like stuff that you did not want. So that's why vocals, I think, needs a little work on it. Let's hit insert all. All right. So what it's going to do is separate that vocal from the instrumental. Now we can turn off that weird background noise. I wanna come in your. So this is a lot of reverb on a vocal. I wanna come in your. So tell me it's real. I wanna heal. I wanna know when in the middle of it, girl. So for some reason, when you guys saw me recreate it, the vocal I got was like super off beat. But when I used the new track, it was on beat. So I don't know how it goes about knowing the timing. That's why I said, you know, try to involve your drums. Let's delete this track because we don't need this. Can we undo? Yeah, let's undo that because I deleted a track. I forgot there's 2 versions of the audio. I want to see what the second time. I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna heal. I kind of like this tone a little bit better. It is a creepy tone, but I do like it. Let's click over here. Let's go to extract stems, vocals, and instrumental. And it even added some vocals at the end that I did not have. So that's why I said, I don't know what Suno's looking at to generate vocals. I don't know if it looks at the entire thing or just the vocal track or what. Just keep in mind all these little variations. But so far, so good. So what it's doing is removing this background stuff that shouldn't be there. Let's hit insert all. Once these stems are complete, and let's hit new track because I don't see anything. Is it going to do it? Maybe we have to manually drag it. I don't know why it's not doing it for us. All right, so let's mute this and here. I wanna come. Why is this so loud? What is screamingly loud? Oh, they were down here. Okay, that's why. Whoops. Okay, I didn't see these. Okay, so we need to delete these things. All right, let's delete these. Boom. That's why I said a couple workflow things that are just like whatever. Everybody wants to be loud today. The motorcycle guy, the landscapers. What next? It really tested my patience. Okay. I wanna come you. Let's drag the vocals up. So tell me it's real. I wanna heal. I wanna know. So tell me it's real. It's kind of like a lazy sound. I wanna heal. Said heal. Is there a deverb option on here? In the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop. You love it. Shawty, I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on. So it just randomly did its own harmonies. That was random. Shawty, I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on. On and on. Girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know. I just want you. So I like the vocals. A couple like just quality things I don't like about it. So let's keep generating a vocal until we get something that sounds comparable, but just not that vocal. I just feel like that vocal wasn't. So again, we are doing male R&B lead vocal. Now I'm going to add in another track here, and let's try background vocals. Now that it has lyrics, we're going to try some. Now let's do female background vocals. And we'll say female harmonies, so they create chords with their voice. All right, so once this allows us to do it, I think the next thing we need to work on is the drum and translate that into some kind of drum break. Again, I'm going to do the drums in my DAW, but I just want to see what it sounds like with a real drum kit. All right, so let's create this and then run this. Again, you got to get in the habit of naming stuff. So background vocal. And also we have 2 lanes, 2 versions of it.
I wanna come to you, so tell me it's real. I wanna hear.
I like the lighter weight one.
I wanna come to you, so tell me it's real. I wanna hear. I wanna know when in the middle.
Wait, we have 2 background. What is going on? Is this background or the lead?
I wanna come to you, so tell me it's real.
Okay, I thought that was background, but I forgot we generated main.
I wanna come to you, so tell me it's real.
Keeps giving me female
I wanna
vocals.
heal. I wanna know.
And I definitely clicked male vocal. So I don't know. They have a lot of sorting to do, but it's not that big of a deal. Let's extract vocals and instrumental. Again, because what we need to do is get rid of all this background washiness.
Wanna know
It's like strings in here.
when in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop. You love it.
So I do like that vocal. Okay, we just need the cleaned up vocals, drag it in. Let's mute this. So again, I like to keep everything out of the way. So tracks we don't need, just delete them unless you absolutely want to save that generation.
I wanna come in you, so tell me it's real. I wanna heal.
Okay, so we have a lot of things happening here.
I wanna come in you, so tell me it's real. I wanna heal. I wanna know when in the.
Oh, that was the original. I do like that guy's tone.
I wanna come in you, so tell me it's real. I wanna heal. I wanna know when in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop. You love it, shawty. I wanna be in you.
Man, I like the first tone. I just didn't like certain things about it. This is, I guess, where we're going to range.
I'm in the middle, on and on, on and on. Don't, girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know.
I just think this voice sounds better for this track. So we just got to accept the flaws here. I'll probably add some effects to kind of mask it. Again, what we need to do is just tell ourselves what each track is, so we're not mixing stuff up later. And we put original. All right, so let's convert these drums. Let's click here, go to drums. Let's add a track. Again, I don't know what it does with the recreate. I'm not sure. Maybe recreate doesn't look at the Suno studio. Maybe recreate just recreates it from scratch, not looking at everything else. I don't know. So we're going to highlight this lane and go to drums, and we're going to put 1970s Black Soul. All right, so it's going to give us the classic drum break sound. And let's generate that. Now it should line up with our drums. All right, so let's mute this for now.
I wanna come.
I now start balancing what we have.
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna
Do we
heal.
have a bass guitar?
I wanna know
Let's turn the bass on.
when in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't.
This bass seems like it's doing a little too much.
I wanna heal. I wanna know when in the middle of it, girl, let's roll.
So it did 4 versions of this. How does it do 4 versions?
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna heal. I wanna know
I like this more spread out
when
approach.
in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop. You love it,
It's following the melody.
shawty. I wanna
So I like this take.
From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on and on. Girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know, I just want you.
Something, there's like a weird ominous sound somewhere. I gotta figure out which track it is. Probably the vocal track. It's just like some haunted sound. Is it the strings? Okay, the bass has this weird sound. So anytime you get these weird like environmental sounds, I guess that was the way the whole time. What I'm going to do is extract the stems and do all detected stems, because this should reanalyze the audio and gate anything that shouldn't be in here. So I do like that bass and I want to try to preserve it. So what we're going to do is create stems again to kind of chisel it down to a more dry sound. So that's how you guys can get cleaner stuff. All right, so click on the bass, find where's the stems? Okay, so here, I only see one stem. Where's my stems at? All right, I guess it just does one. Let's unmute this. Okay, so it's still kind of quirky. Darn, man, I like this take. I don't know, let's do it again. I think because I clicked away, something happened. So let me just re-click. This either is gonna make it or break it. I don't know what that washiness is from. I'm not sure why that's happening, but it is what it is. It's a good take. We'll figure out a way in the DAW to fix it.
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna heal, I wanna know. When in the middle of it, girl, let's roll.
All right, let's hear our drums.
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna heal, I wanna know. When in the middle of it, girl, let's roll.
It almost sounds better as a
Don't
beatbox.
stop. You love it, shawty. I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on and on. Girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know, I just want you.
Let's see the other drum take. See if it's a little bit cleaner. Yeah, that one did like a beatbox. They even did the that's crazy that the vocal did that. All right. I'm gonna start labeling these tracks. All right, so we don't need all this. We don't need all that. It's just doing too much. All right, so again, once you generate all these files, I would recommend you guys start to organize heavily, because what we're gonna do now is export these as multi-tracks. And everything needs to be very clear what's happening. So we have track number 1, track number 2, and then we're going to do track 3, and then mark what it is. So just number. We're going to number these so we know what's what when they are printed into files. What else do we use? We use the piano. We don't need the piano. We already have that. We need the bass and strings. All right, so the bass. So for an internet, they call it GAW. This is pretty fire. A lot of functionality. I don't use internet stuff because I usually have a bad experience with the interface, but this interface is really good. Then we got the strings. We have 5 tracks. And we have the...
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna heal, I wanna know.
So in the meantime, let's go to export multi-tracks, and this will take each file and separate it. I mean, each track and separate it into its own file that we can drag and drop into our DAW.
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna heal. I wanna know when in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stall. You love it, shawty. I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on and on.
See how that backing vocal helped this little gap in the main vocal? Because there was this weird gap. It just went on and on, blank. So that's what the background is so important.
On and on and on. Girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know. I just want you.
So again, that weird like from the bass, got to figure out a way to solve that because I love that bass line. I don't love that sound though. All right, so we have the piano, we have the vocal. So I'm keeping all the original stuff. You guys will get the project files for free. We need to find the download here. So I think it downloaded to this folder. And if your computer can't handle zip folders, try a program called the Unarchiver for Mac and 7-zip for PC and WinRAR. All right, let's double click this, open this up. It should be easy to open up. Boom. All right, so see how we all have all these tracks? This is why it's so important to name stuff so you can know what to actually grab. So we only need 1 through 5. Everything else was not needed. So let's left click, drag this in. And everything should line up to the BPM, 100 BPM. Only thing we don't, yeah, we got everything.
I wanna come you, so tell me.
So in FL Studio, go to the channel rack, hit Control L. Once you highlight these sounds, it will send everything to the mixer.
I wanna come.
So my goal now is to arrange this and also add some retro drums and some more instruments to it.
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna heal. I wanna know when in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stall. You love it, shawty. I wanna be in you.
Okay, so firstly, let's solve some problems. We're not going to get too heavy into mixing here because it's way, way, way too much to teach in the short amount. But this bass, I love it, but it just has too much background noise in it. So let's add a gate on it. That's not a perfect solution, but it's better than what it was before. And let's see, we need some kind of noise remover. There's still this weird like sound. We may be able to get rid of it using a side EQ. It's really hard to tell where the sound is coming from. So let's boost the side. All right, I'm going to use a special, I'm trying to think what plugin does mid side. For some reason, I can't think of one plugin that does it easily, so I'm just going to pull this plugin up. I don't know. There's probably a better plugin, and my brain just can't think of it right now. Okay, so we're just going to turn down the side image, which is this stuff. It's weird, creepy, like sound. So we recovered most of it. So here's before. Just all types of artifacts. Here's after.
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real.
right, so now I'm gonna find those vintage drums.
When in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop. You love it.
So we're gonna look for the Roland TR-808.
I wanna come you. So tell me it's real. I wanna hear. I wanna know. When in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop. You love it. Shawty, I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on and on. Girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know, I just want you. I wanna hear, I wanna know. When in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop. You love it. Shawty, I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on. Girl.
Okay, so the vocals go up and down in volume. Right now I need to map these pads out. So you're gonna click on the pad. I'm gonna use my MIDI controller as the input here. And we're gonna click on the pad in FL. And we're gonna scale velocity so it has multiple velocities when we hit it. We're gonna go to MIDI note, last hit. Actually, we could do learn, but let's just do it this way. All right, so now we get the kick there. And now let's map this to the next key, which is whatever I hit. Technically, we could do learn, which after you hit learn, you hit the note and it will map there. I forgot a hi-hat, didn't I? Yeah. All right, so that's how you map these pads. I'll just do this boring stuff in the background.
I wanna come you. So tell me it's real. I wanna hear. I wanna know. When in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop. You love it. Shawty, I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on. Girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know, I just want you. I wanna come you. So tell me it's real. I wanna hear. I wanna know. When in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop. You love it. Shawty, I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on. Girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know, I just want you.
All right, so I'm gonna do the main drums first and the percussion.
I wanna come you. So tell me it's real. I wanna hear. I wanna know. When in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop.
Usually I quantize drums for these. We're gonna leave them unquantized for any reason.
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna hear, I wanna know when in the middle. I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna hear, I wanna know when in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop, you love it, shawty. I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on. Girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know, I just want you. I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna hear, I wanna know when in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop, you love it, shawty. I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on. Girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know, I just want you. I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna hear, I wanna know when in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop, you love it, shawty. I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on. Girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know, I just want you. I wanna come you.
So now we have everything. Let's highlight all these and combine them into a new pattern. And this is where we can mess with quantize settings.
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna hear, I wanna know when in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop, you love it, shawty. I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on. Girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know, I just want you. Just want you.
All right, now here's where we're gonna actually start arranging.
Just want you.
Let's push these drums a little bit.
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna hear, I wanna know when in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stop, you love it, shawty. I wanna be in you.
So now we have that distortion that Tyler, the creator, goes.
Just want you.
We're adding more parts to this arrangement so that we can have more puzzle pieces to move stuff around. Right now I'm just going to freestyle this lead. This is my plugin at busyworksbeats.com/black. This is called Hercules. This is a really good plugin for pads, leads, R&B, hip hop. my synth allows you to do a pitch, performance and express that tuning, and that's what gives you that in between sound for Tyler the Creator. So I quantized everything except for the kick, so it has a little swing to it. On the second half, I want to create my own bass. These are my sounds at busyworksbeats.com/black. This one's called The Blueprint. So in the second half, I'm going to reinforce it with a little harder drum. Here's what we'll do for the second half. Let's make this unique. And then let's go in here and just take out the kicks. That way they're not stacking up. But we still have that rolling sound. Let's record these. So what I'm doing is reshaping some of the texture of the kick. So instead of boom, it's just gonna go. We can truncate it with this envelope here. Give it more of a Dilla sound. I also have 808s in the blueprint pack for you guys, like 100 and some 808. All right, guys, here's the rough mix.
I wanna come you, so tell me it's real. I wanna heal, I wanna know. When in the middle of it, girl, let's roll. Don't stall, you love it. Shawty, I wanna be in you. From the heart, I'm in the middle, on and on and on. Don't, girl, just don't go, girl. I wanna know, I just want you.
So late to apologize, and I really can't help but to fantasize. Look, girl, did you realize I'm the man in your dreams you could fantasize? Give me your massage, then put it in your back like it is Mirage. Did you realize I'm the guy in your dreams? Did you realize? I just know I wanna get into you, but in my heart it's just plenty zeros. Money over hoes for sure. You know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All my big booty girls, all my big chest girls, all my big back girls, all around the world. All my big booty girls, all my small petite girls, all my soft chic girls, all around the world. All my big booty girls, all my big back girls, all my big chest girls, all my small petite girls. I mean, all around the world. 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 So that was super fun to record. Just being super expressive is just fun. If you guys want to learn how to make beats like the pros, go to busyworksbeats.com/premium. Peace out, guys.